What's up, everyone? It's Alexa with Grace Cherish, where we're making beautiful and hospitable places. It's a new day, and I'm outside in the garden at Philo. We spent a few days away in Ohio visiting family because of my sister-in-law getting married. Now we are back, and we are just checking out all things garden. Actually, when we got home last night, my son was like, can we go to the garden? You know, it was like 9 o'clock. We're really tired. It'd been like, 9-10 hour drive because of stops and stuff. But right away we came out and we checked the garden, and I'm glad we did, because what we found was so much beauty and growth, and cucumbers that are fruiting, growing, so many beans, sunflowers that are like 8 feet tall, which has just been amazing to witness. And so we've just been really thankful for all that we've seen. But what we're doing this week that we're the most excited about is we're welcoming goats and chickens to Philo. So on Wednesday we were supposed to get our goats, and then Wednesday or Thursday our chicks should arrive. So we are in Brandon's been in go mode for a while, preparing a place for them, and so I'll show a little bit of that. He and Gideon were doing some work today on that and just getting things ready. But we are so close to welcoming goats, which never in my life did I think I would be a goat owner, but here we are. We went from suburbs outside of Chicago to 10 acres outside of Atlanta, with goats and chickens being my pride and joy. God is funny. But one of the things that we're really excited about is with getting goats and chickens. Our reason for that is, while we do some homesteading-ish things, our main focus and the reason why we bought our property is so that we could have it to show people hospitality. Specifically, we wanted to create a place that is both beautiful and hospitable, that allows for deeper connection, specifically connection with God, connection with ourselves, with oneself, and connection with others. That's really the heart behind everything we do. It's the heart behind everything I do in interior design, whether it's in my own home or when I'm working on other people's homes. It's the reason why we bought this property. And so having the goats and chickens here is exciting because it's another way. Yes, we'll get their eggs. It's going to be a great way for us because we eat a lot of eggs. I eat like 4 eggs a day. So it's going to be great for that, but also just the reality that for so many people, seeing chickens or seeing goats in their everyday life, that's just not normal for them. And we're really excited that we'll be able to continue welcoming people here and even offer them a chance to enjoy the goats. So our kids will get to, and it'll be a wonderful learning experience for our family, but it's also something we get to share. And that is so important to us because we believe home is meant to be shared, when what we have is meant to be given and poured out to others. It needs to be enjoyed and poured out for others. So this whole adventure and getting the chickens, getting the goats, it's all speaking to just something that's so much bigger to us in our hearts, and we're just really hopeful that the Lord will use even having these goats and these chickens as a way to bless the people that come, especially because we love to serve people that are just this type of environment isn't something that they can easily access. People who don't have cars and can drive to properties or retreat places and all of that stuff. We're trying to create something that that more people have access to. So I share all that because as I'm so excited about all of let me just pull these beans and everything that we're getting. I'm so excited about it. But what I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Lord uses it. But even with our food, I've talked about the 12 events in 12 months, and how to stay consistent with our vision for Philo. We wanted to make sure that we were having at least one event a month where we were opening up our home to other people. And one of the things that we're going to do is actually have a big neighbor gathering. We did this last year. We're going to do it again, where we invite all our neighbors to come do a potluck style. So next week we're going to do that for our June event, and I'm excited to be able to share some food. Last year, it was zucchini, our first time gardening, and it was zucchini, and we were able to we had so much of it because it grew so well, so we were just grilling it all the time and use that. And then this year, we have so many of these beans, I'm looking, there's just so many, so many of these babies. And I'm hoping I'll have some extra flowers that I can cut and use those as well. So anyway, I'm sharing all of this because the purpose of this, even our YouTube channel and everything, I'm just gonna keep picking some of these, is to really document the journey of creating a place. I just feel like more and more, there's so much disconnection in our world, and I know that I can't solve all of that, but opening up our home, being a place where people can come, that's one way we feel like we can care for the community and care for people around us, especially, again, those that are more marginalized and don't have access to things like this as easily. So, hello, I've got some friends. Looks like someone woke up from her nap. Yes. What do you think? You want to say hi? You waving? What do you see, G?
I see super duper tiny sunflowers.
Yeah. And what about, do you see any super duper tall sunflowers too?
Yeah, I do see.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think, baby girl?
And I also see really well-growing shoots.
Mama, the sunflower opened it.
It opened its flower. Yep, that one opened too.
Oh, it almost did.
Yeah, G, should we go over to your corn?
Yeah,
Show our friends your corn and how that's growing?
that's doing great.
All right, let's do it. Let's go over there.
Hey, Mom. I
Yeah?
wonder why the pumpkins are turning so yellow.
Well, the pumpkins, I think, need more water. And so
I actually think it's just the sun.
Well, yeah, I think they need less sun and they probably need more water.
But I think the corn is so green is because they can live in hotter regions, I think.
Well, pumpkins can too, but it's sometimes too much sun. That's okay. You're okay, babe. She's just woke up. She's a little tired. Oh, the sweet potatoes are also doing really well. I'll have to show those
But the
later.
Brussels sprouts are getting beaten up.
The Brussels sprouts have gotten annihilated by the pests. Yep. We kind of gave up on that one. We'll try that again in the fall. But okay,
Hosannas
G,
haven't given-
let me
Whoa,
see your
there's a
corn.
loss.
Look at that ear of corn down there.
Yeah, this
Exciting.
one already has both of them. This one already has both.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And then Noel's flowers are doing well.
Yeah, they're doing great. I feel like this Hosanna's Brussels sprouts are getting a bit beaten up.
Hosanna's Brussels sprouts are getting beaten up. But you know what? I put some a green bean in there for her, so she has that, or a bush bean.
A bushwhack's bean in for her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they were.
So she still has that at least.
Hosanna, Mom gave you some beans for you.
Let's go check out let's go see what Dad's doing over there. Because he's preparing the chicken coop. All right, babe, how's it going? Okay, we have a piece of wood over here. That's right, because that's one of the things that we have to do as we prepare for the chickens. I'm getting caught. Excuse my camera. Let me turn this off. Okay, so this board right here, this is actually what we're gonna be putting in all of the areas on our fence. There's a lot of open areas. We're putting boards in the spots where we don't have a door like this here. Because obviously we want to keep predators out. So the way that this space works, it's 100 feet by 40 feet, I've said that. And like there are different quadrants, if you will. So there, within that large space, there are smaller spaces that are marked out. Now the thing with goats, as many of you know, goats can jump, they can do all that. So this is actually the eventual home for the goat pen. And the dog houses that are in here that are left from our previous owners, those are gonna be their home, that's gonna be their home. But some of the dog houses are close to the fences, and so we're trying to keep any outside animals from coming in. Like I've seen a fox on top of the dog houses in the past. So what we're trying to do now is make sure that we secure it so that no animals get into the other entrances around this area and then get in with our goats or get in with our chickens. So that's some of the precautions that we're taking to make sure that we are protecting them. But let me show you next the other precaution that we're taking. All right, so now Brandon, you have the solar panel lights.
Yes.
All right, so we have more solar panel lights that are going to go up, and so these will hopefully be our other defense against any animals that try, like coyotes, for example, that can, you know, jump over fences. This would be hopefully be a deterrent to keep them from doing that.
Yep. The goal is that at nighttime the motion sensor will come off and light will come on and they'll get scared and run away.
Yeah, that is the hope. And this area is pretty close to our house, so hopefully that would help us. It's not necessarily, you know, it's not perfect because it's still parts of our house that we won't necessarily be in at night, but
We're just running out of time. If we try to do coyote rollers, you'd have to clear off all the top of this.
yeah, and there's
And
so
then,
much
plus
of
there's a
it.
little bit dips and stuff like that. And so it'd take a very long time to do. I think it's something worth doing. It's just,
The coyote rollers?
yeah.
Yes, and so coyote rollers, my understanding, it's essentially that you put them on top, and if they try to put their paw, you put them on top of the fence, and if they try to get up there, they'll roll off.
Yeah, they have nothing to grab on.
There's nothing to grab on, no traction that they can make there.
Yep.
So we have these.
Ooh, there's a little lizard that right where you touched.
A lizard?
Or a little skink or whatever.
Oh, I love the skinks. Okay, let me get up close. This is the light we're talking about that we're putting on across the whole fence. Is it still there?
Yeah, it's right there.
Ooh, I'm gonna show on the camera.
Okay. It blends really.
I love the skinks.
It's perfect like color.
I'm pretty sure they eat our cockroaches too. Okay, where? Can I not see him?
See him right there?
No, I don't see him. Where is he? Where is it?
You're looking right at him. It's right here. You see it? On the fence, on the top of the fence row.
Oh wow, it is right
Yeah,
there.
The color's perfect.
Hold on, am I getting it?
Here, what is it? What is it?
Oh, there it is. There it is. Wow.
Can you pick me up?
Okay, and then right here, what do you call this again? It's hardware cloth
On the ground?
that we put, that you put on the
It's
ground.
It's hardware cloth.
So we have hardware cloth all the way around our enclosed fenced area, which we said is 100 feet this way and 40 feet this way. So over here, let me see if I can even shoot through here. You can kind of see through the fence. I'll have to go in. Wood chips are over it now, but it goes all the way down this path too. The area behind me now is actually where the chickens are gonna go, but we're gonna put the goats here first because they will eat some of this area, some of the brush and other things that are in there. And since when we get our chicks, which again, that should come Wednesday or Thursday, they are babies. So we'll end up having them in the brooder for several weeks. During that time is when we're gonna take care of making the chicken coop, which is going to be, this fenced in area is gonna be the run. This area back here that Brandon cleared out, laid down some wood chips, we're actually gonna put the chicken coop on the outside of this fence. So he'll use that time of the 6 to 8 weeks that the chickens are in the brooder to go ahead and build the coop. So we'll have the goats in here to help clear out this area, and then we'll move them into the area that's gonna be their long-term home. That is the plan that we have right now. So right here is a beefsteak tomato, and this is one of the tomatoes that I actually started indoors. It was my first time ever starting anything indoors, and I'm so excited to see how it grew. I thought that I did a really bad job, and I was afraid that all my starts had died, but this plant has grown really well. All right, this next area is where I need some help. I'm ashamed because I wanted to figure it out, but I can't, and I don't want my pumpkin plants to all die off. The plant started growing well, the pumpkins have been doing really well, but then the leaves started changing. Let me show you. So we have a lot of yellowing. This stuff is just dying off. And so no pride here. I just need to ask for help. What do people, is it that there's too much sun? Because I mean, this area gets a ton of sun. Is it that there's not? I did add some fertilizer in there, hoping that that might help if they were lacking nutrients. But then I'm like, water, do I need to water more? I mean, you can see this isn't right. Like, I know that it shouldn't look like that. There are some healthier parts, but even these, to me, it seems like it's a water and too much sun issue. You can just see the way that these plants that were once so vigorous are just not quite the same. You can see some big plant pumpkins there. There's one there. There's this one over here. Ooh, sorry, bee scared me. So anyway, I want to help revive them. I'm just not sure. So if you have any tips on how to care for pumpkin plants, please share them. I've said so many times how important it was to me to be able to grow flowers, and so it's lovely to see these coming through and growing. I'm really happy. There are definitely a lot of things, I'm learning in this process, but to see even a few flowers is amazing to me. And here's another one of the large sunflowers I was talking about. It's the Velvet Queen variety. That is what this one is, that is growing so tall. And we have some cosmos here. Some more flowers. It's exciting. Okay, had to move to the shade. It's really hot out here, and also my baby woke up, so I need to go back on mom duty with my babe. But I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out with me in the garden. If you have any tips on pumpkins, please let me know. If you have any thoughts on goats and chickens, if that's something that you've done, we're all ears to hear and learn more. We want to, as much as I want to create a beautiful and hospitable place for people, first and foremost, I also want to do that and care well for the animals that we have here. So I'm open to any and all tips and thoughts of just how to care for them well. And I thank you for just being people of hospitality and beauty. And it's fun to be able to share the making of Philo and the creating of a place for people. And I'm thankful for that. So glad you hung out with me today. Remember that you matter. Remember that you're a person of great significance. You're not more important than anyone else, but you're definitely not less important either. So go walk in knowing that you're deeply, deeply loved and valued. And if you haven't heard that recently or lately, or you're even questioning that, I just want to be a voice to be able to say that even if I don't know you, that is a truth that is forever, because our good Lord says so. You matter. You are loved. I pray that you're able to live in that today. Bless you wherever you're at. Until next time.